the fact that you play exclusively support, one of the biggest things is that I would highly recommend that you play self, like semi carry-ish supports, like supports who can scale well. Heroes like Lion, heroes like Venge, these heroes, they get a little bit of farm. They can support, obviously, they can support really well, but they get a little bit of farm, and then they can also, start to have a strong impact, a high impact in the game. Ogre is pretty decent, but tends to fall off. Ogre is more like he's referred to as a bloodlust machine for very very
Yeah.
good reasons. Whereas if you look at Witch Doctor on the other hand, the guy gets a glimmer cape. The guy pops his ult. You know people are getting wrecked. People have to run away. Nobody runs away from Ogre. This guy
Mhm.
gets an axe. He can get rampages. Ogre's never gonna get a rampage. It's never gonna. You can Google rampage on Ogre and you know time to delete Dota.
Yeah.
All right, so if you go onto my YouTube channel, I don't know if you have it or not, but if you go onto my YouTube channel, I've got several videos on supporting, basics of supporting, and warding videos, lots of warding videos. Um, I don't have a dewarding video, but if you look at my warding video, it should give you good understanding of where. I think one of those videos has information on dewarding as well. Actually, it's been a while.
Okay.
I don't really remember very well, but once you know where to ward, it's easy to deward as well because when you know where you should be warding, you know where you should prevent the enemy from warding, right? You need to
Yeah. Okay.
make sure that you have the superior vision in the areas that are crucial, and you need to make sure the enemy doesn't have vision in those areas. Now, at the beginning, you started off with 6 tangos. You started off with 2 clarities and observer boards and a courier. I'm really not happy with the 6 tangos. You don't need 6 tangos, especially because you're a very tanky hero. Now, I understand that you played a lot of ogre and you think, hey, I'm gonna go and slap these bitches a lot, and I'm gonna need a lot of regen. I understand that, and you also think that, hey, I'm gonna give some of my tangos to the mid laner. Screw the mid laner. He can go to hell. Don't need to give him any tangos. Don't give him any tangos. You keep the tangos but to yourself. All 4 tangos. He can get his own tangos. There is no reason for a 2K invoker to get 2 extra damage from fairy fire, right?
Yeah, he
So
was a 4K invoker, so
okay, was he
uh,
4K? Yeah, this is the issue with the unranked. Is this
yeah.
okay? It was at 4.3. Then it's okay. I guess in that case it's okay. And this is the issue with unranked. You never know what kind of skill level you're playing with. If it is 2K invoker, no way, give him anything. Don't even need a
Yeah, of
TP to
course.
help him. He's gonna be useless in the entire game. 100% he's gonna be useless.
Mhm.
So um, having a sentry here would have been much more beneficial because you have a Riki in the game, and the Riki is going to be able to harass people a lot more, as we discussed when we were talking about vision. You know,
Mhm.
like this puck has a sentry in mid, right? Or yeah, he will have a sentry in mid. So the chances of Ricky just doing a little bit of damage to this puck very very minimalistic, especially because Invoker can deal so much damage to the puck. Keep his HP low. Ricky comes in, smoke clouds. That puck is dead. But Invoker is going to have a hard time killing puck on his own. So these are the things that you need to consider a little bit. Where are you? Let's go back a little bit. See what's happening. All right. Um, Other than that, I'm happy with the 2 clarities, and all's good. All is good. All right, let's see. Would have liked you to immediately throw out an ignite when you were far away as well, because even though you take very little damage, the Legion deals a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Right, so you threw out an ignite. You kind of can't really zone the Legion out. It's hard. Legion Commander is a very very strong offlaner, but you can throw out another ignite right now.
Mhm.
Just throw out another ignite and then pop your clarity. You've got 2 clarities. You know, you're maneuvering around the creeps really well, but I feel like you're taking unnecessary damage, and you've got spells. You're not using them. You need to use this spell immediately. Does she have
Yeah.
a? She doesn't even have a salve, so her regen is going to be slower than your DPS, right? If you just keep spamming these, you just need to keep spamming these,
Okay.
as
Okay.
and when, especially because you prepared for this as well. You prepared for it with 2 clarities, which I really
Mm.
liked, but you're not really utilizing that. So this is 5 seconds. So this is like 100 plus damage, right? 100, almost 100
Okay.
damage. So 26 times 5 is 120. 5 and 5 more, 130 plus. Well, after reductions is 100 damage, right? So um, it's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. It's 1/7 of her HP every single time you use it. You 1/7, 1/6. Yeah, 1/7.
Yeah.
And you, it only costs you 90 mana, which is 1/3 of your mana pool. And with clarity, you get 2 more, right?
Mm.
So you can essentially right now do 300, 500 damage to her. Not to mention you can right click her, but that's whatever. So um, you definitely should be doing that. As soon as you get level 2, it's even more damage, right? It's a lot more damage. 36 times 6, 34 times
Normally I
6.
go
Sorry.
the 1-1-1 build and then I max Bloodlust.
There's no point. Why
At
would you?
this at the beginning, it's a Bloodlust machine, so
Yeah, but at the beginning, there's no point of having bloodlust. There's no benefit. There's really no benefit. You having a little bit more extra movement speed or attack speed is not really doing anything. You're not going to put it on carry, but having second point
mm.
in ignite is actually a really big deal. Now, this is something that you're doing now, but this is something that you should have been doing a long time ago. Now, I understand. Okay, so there's two things you can do. You can either pull creeps, stack and pull, or you can
Mm.
harass the offlaner, or you can do a combination of the two. But what you shouldn't do is neither, right? Which is what you were doing, because you're
Yeah,
not
okay.
throwing ignites on her, and you're sort of like you were for a long while. You were just walking around trying to get runes and all that. Runes should be
Mm.
like, whatever thing. It's like if you're in the vicinity, if you're not doing much, go and grab the rune. If you're waiting for, if you can't really zone out, like this is again, ignite, dude. Throw out an ignite. Throw out
Yeah,
an
that's
ignite. What are you saving
throw
all
it.
your mana for? You have two clarities. Your mana was full. It was on natural HP region. You could have thrown out an ignite so long ago. This could have been your second ignite right now, and the Legion dies. Still wouldn't have died probably because she has
But
pressed the attack.
yeah, I guess I was waiting on this, but I'm not really sure anymore.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I mean, this is the learning thing, right? So with Legion, as I said, she's a very strong offlaner. She throw out an ignite, she presses the attack. Your ignite is gone. Still, her press the attack cost her 110 mana, and same.
Okay.
She has the same amount of mana, and mana regen. Actually, you've got.
Mm.
Never mind, you got clarity. And your ignite costs 90 mana. So regardless, it's a better trade for you, as far as mana goes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah. So you should be one thing is that she will heal up. So it's only super beneficial if she's already full HP, and then she removes it with her press the attack, right? But for
Mm.
some reason, the guy thinks that you are so strong that he has to retreat to the jungle. So I guess it's a pretty big win. But
Yeah.
it's not like he actually did something. I think he's just, I don't know why he retreated to the jungle. He could have quite easily just stayed there and just wrecked the anti-mage. So I guess this is definitely not a 4K Legion.
Yeah, this was yeah, not a good call. I don't know who called
That's
this
fine.
attempt, but
That's fine.
yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Just one question. At minute 5, I don't know, a bit earlier, I bought the two walls and so on. I had the chance to buy boots. Should I wait for? Should I wait to buy the boots, or should I?
It's very interesting you said that, because if you hadn't said that, I was just about to talk about that just right now.
Okay.
I was almost about to interrupt you as well, just to say that as well. What I was gonna say is I really like the fact that you
Yeah,
didn't go that you didn't go greedy and you didn't go for. Why'd you give it to him? All right, let's talk about it first. So
I think Ricky Maris is the, if he plays this right, he is one of the best
if he plays it right, is exactly the right
no one
sentence.
can spot him. This should
No,
be,
yeah, but
I hate it.
what you said is if he plays right. That's a very crucial sentence. You start trusting your pub players. Might as well just go play League of Legends then. Yeah. But let's talk about the boots first. I really like the fact that you didn't go greedy, you didn't go for boots, because as an ogre, doing what you're doing, what does boots actually accomplish from you? You're not trying to run at the Legion Commander. You're not trying to run away from the Legion Commander. You're not roaming. You're not really doing anything other than, occasionally pulling and stacking and throwing out a few ignites. Boots does absolutely nothing for you. Right? So not going for boots early, actually getting vision for your team early, pretty decent. I like that a lot. Right, that's the right call.
Perfect.
Giving it to Ricky, completely wasted. He's not gonna put the wards. I don't know when he's gonna put the wards. Maybe he is in this game. Maybe he will put the wards.
He does it eventually, but I have no idea when he does it. But,
yeah, but you're a support player. You're a support main, right? You're a support main. Just based off what you've done so far, you're playing better than a lot of 4K supports that I know of. Right, just because you play only support, you're 9.7 support. I've never seen a 9.7 support. All right, somebody with this, right? So I can guarantee you, there is nobody in this game who knows supporting more than you do.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell did that disappear from there? What the hell? What?
I have no idea.
Oh, hey, Fog of War, very decent Fog of War. What the hell? All right. Yeah, so don't give him the wards. You are the one who knows where the wards are supposed to go at what time. And if you don't know, then you should know because you're a support main. I'm pretty sure you do know. Very nice, dude. Very nice. Nobody would have TP'd here. Nobody would have TP'd here. Very nice. Unfortunately, you have a hero who doesn't really accomplish much with that TP, but you did TP, so that's a big deal. Buff the tower as well. So, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Honestly,
okay.
I'm very happy with everything. Would have been better to have a support hero who actually does a little bit more. I think your playstyle is you need a hero who turns around fights and actually accomplishes a lot more. As I said, Lion is fantastic. I think Renji is really, really good as well. I think Witch Doctor is really, really good for you. A hero like maybe if you develop Rubik, develop your. I think you should practice Oracle because the amount of outplays that you can do with Oracle are just like infinite. The only issue with Oracle is that you don't have a stun. But as long as you have a stun in your team, obviously you don't have a stun in this team. But if you had a stun in your team, I think just learn Oracle, become really, really great at Oracle, and it'll really benefit you a lot. Right.
Yeah, and I don't know. I like Oracle as well, but as you said, I don't know. In the last 5 months or so, I have the feeling that I never have any stuns in my team.
Yeah,
so
it's.
I go to Magi, to Lion and so on.
Yeah, it's weird because now chaining stuns is so much easier. It when that ability came out, not ability, but rather that UI came out, it was thought that it would be completely broken because you could perfectly stun lock people. Well, you can, and it is broken, but it's hard to do that if you don't have stuns.
Yeah.
So pick stuns. I don't know. All right, moving on. I really like the fact that you sort of abandon Anti-Mage once he's got there's no point being down there. The guy's okay. You have a TP. If he runs into trouble, you can TP and help him. There's no point being down there. He's getting free XP, solo XP. You're not leeching his XP. You don't need to stack and pull because the offlaner's disappeared and he's actually ganking other lanes. Now, this is an idiot Anti-Mage, so what are you going to do about it? And you TP in. That's pretty good. That's okay. That's good. And he could have run away if you stunned the right person. That's unfortunate. What you should have done is you should have had a ward here a long time ago. If you hadn't given that ward to Ricky, and if Ricky hadn't wasted a ward over here, what the hell is this ward for? I don't even know who placed it. If you had placed the ward over here, this Anti-Mage would have known. This Anti-Mage would have known what's happening, right?
Yeah.
He would have right here, the Anti-Mage would have known that where the puck is, and the Anti-Mage wouldn't have died here. He would have known people are coming to gank here. him. Also, you would have known right now. You would have known the Legion Commander is coming. So instead of stunning the puck, you would have stunned the Legion Commander. And Anti-Mage literally, if you notice what he was doing, Anti-Mage, he was literally about to survive right now.
Ah, okay.
And okay, he didn't need to stun her, but and look, he was in mid animation to run away, and then
Ah,
Legion
okay.
Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you had stunned Legion,
Mhm.
Anti-Mage would have lived, 100%. Puck
Yeah.
doesn't have a blink, right?
In this
No.
case, I gave up on life and ran and gave the invoker my bloodlust.
It's fine. It's fine. What you did here, you're a support player. That was an anti-mage. You have to save that hero. You have to
Mhm.
try to save that hero, even if it means you're gonna go and die. So that in this particular moment, the chance had to be. There was a chance. It's just sad that the Legion Commander appeared out of nowhere, and it wouldn't have been out of nowhere if there was a ward here. See, it all comes back to you giving that idiot wards.
Oh god,
Yeah.
yeah.
But before that, you were in the mid lane. You were leeching XP, or not leeching XP. You were taking that XP. I mean, you were taking that farm. That's really good. That's very, very smart play. That's very high level play. So that's all good. Really, really good. Keep doing that. Why am I watching this? All right. Um, yeah,
You didn't like my ward.
no, I didn't like these at all. Placing a ward over here as opposed to here, this ward gives you a lot less vision. It's if this like, why did you place it over here?
Um, I didn't want to make the really obvious ward.
Yeah, I understand. I suspected that, but the thing is, like, if they place a sentry over here, right? If they place a sentry over here, or if they place
Ah,
a
damn
sentry
it!
over
Yeah,
here,
okay.
it's still gonna get dewarded. So if you had placed this ward maybe over here, then if they
Mhm.
place a sentry here, they won't get this. Another thing that you could have done is maybe place the ward over here. Then even if they place a sentry over here, they wouldn't have gotten it. But it's fine to place a ward over here. If it
Mhm.
gets dewarded, then you can think about better other wards. Because as I said, you don't know if you're up against 2K players, 1K players, or 5K players, right?
Mhm.
So it all comes down to you have to sort of take that chance the first time around, assess the situation, and then take it from there, right?
Yeah.
Um, but you still had the right idea of having a ward in this general region, so that's good.
Mhm.
That's good. So you, as I said earlier, you understand how to support a lot more than anybody else in this game.
Yeah. Thanks.
No, no, no. It's not. I don't even. I don't even say that as a compliment. Literally, like you can take it as a compliment if you want, but the thing is, like, oh wow, never mind. Look at this guy. He's also a support main. What is happening? Which world am I gotten in? Like, people are playing support.
No idea. Maybe
Yeah.
in
What
this
is?
bracket.
Yeah. It's like it's a weird day. It's a weird day. Maybe I should, get some. What? What? This guy plays more support than you do.
This only because sometimes I play ability draft, and those are not considered as support. This
Yeah.
pixel back
Okay.
game, I don't know, really far down on my last games.
I've never seen this shit.
Was the
Honestly.
ability draft where I played support.
People actually picking support heroes. What is this? Yeah, can I buy your account, please? Oh god. All right, so carrying on, like you were putting more points in Bloodlust. The problem is that you are really severely lacking damage. In fact, if you look at your own team, Anti-Mage isn't going to come to fights for a very, very long time, right? Um,
Mm.
Invoker isn't going to come to fights for a very long time. You can't bloodlust the Doxier and think it's useful.
No.
Bloodlusting Ricky is marginally useful, but when Ricky is a roaming support hero, he's not going to have any items. Bloodlusting him pretty useless. So bloodlusting yourself is probably the only useful thing, but really, how much useful is it? Maxing ignite is by far the most important thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
I think I would like to sort of end this particular replay here, or at least the early game, because there's a lot of things that have happening that have been that have happened that you need to improve on in the next game. One of the things is like you constantly like roaming around doing not doing anything, right?
Hmm.
I don't know why. Maybe you playing very safe, like right here TP mid.
Uh,
Should have
okay.
TP'd mid.
don't know why I didn't do this.
You know, your idiot invoker 4K. You said, yeah, 4K. This is the 4K invoker. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's died twice at 12 minutes. Which invoker dies at 12 minutes in the lane? What is an invoker doing in the lane at 12 minutes anyway? He should be farming in the jungle.
I don't know. The Pack and the Legion commander and those were they are really, I don't know, they got really far ahead and they keep they kept ganking us and they kept snowballing from this point on. And
One of the biggest things is that you actually don't have a ward over here. So, like, ideally, maybe over here. So you don't know if somebody TPs into this tower or oops, where is it going? Or this oh my god, or the shrine, right? You don't know if somebody TPs into this area and then they can just make their way over to your jungle unsuspected. Yes, there's a ward over here, but it's gonna take. If they're coming from this area, you're not gonna know. You're definitely not gonna know, right? So even if they're coming, only if they're coming from this area will you know that. But if they're moving from this direction, you will not know that. You will definitely not know that, and that's really tough. That's really tough. And then for some reason, somebody placed this ward over here.
this was the Ricky. I don't.
As I said, like you completely wasted your word on him, right? Yeah. You said he's not gonna be. Nobody's gonna see him place the word. Well, when he places the word, you're not gonna see anything. So it's like anybody could have placed this word. You don't need a Ricky to place this word. Like if he goes over here and places a word over here, or maybe if he goes like over here and like places a word up here, all right, fine, that's useful. Nobody else would have placed that word, but placing a word over here, he places a word over here. Yeah, come on, man. Anybody could have done that. What's the use? So
Yeah.
unless you're playing Ricky yourself, don't get Ricky your word.
Just another question. I have one smoke in my inventory, and I will buy many more smokes, but I won't use them the entire game because we're just constantly defending. I can't really. I don't know. Roaming alone is a bit difficult.
Once again, comes back to the situation where you don't know what the skill level is of your team. If your team's skill level is under 3.5k, don't buy support, don't buy smokes, and don't bother using smokes because it's most of the time it's gonna end up being worse for you than using support, right? Using smoke. You can use support. You can use smokes in your lower level games if the game has reached like 35, 40 minutes and you're sort of at a standstill, and that's when you can use smokes, and mostly it will be beneficial. Mostly, sometimes not even then, but that's when you can use smokes, and it's not really bad because you will have 3 smokes available. You're not going to need 3 smokes at 40 minutes. If you smoke at 40 minutes and you go and take a fight, whether the fight goes well or bad, the game's over. So you're not going to need any more smokes. Okay, why am I? Okay, you are watching it. Ricky still died. What happened? I thought there was a. Oh lord, that sunstrike was wrong as well. That sunstrike wouldn't have hit. Oh, it would have. It probably would have. I don't know. All right. All right. So you bought too many sentries as well. You bought way too many sentries. Extreme amount of sentries you bought. You're playing Ogre at a very high level, and you're playing a game at a very low level. So it's not really working out for you. You're wasting your gold, a lot of gold. You're wasting a lot of gold. Bloody hell, dude! What is this 7k? Why you got 19 sentries? Ricky's on the other team, dude.
I didn't find any wards of them, and towards the end of the game, it was quite frustrating.
Okay. Your job is not to find their wards. Your job is to ensure that they don't have wards in the places where you don't want them to have vision. You don't need to go and catch all their wards out, right? For example, right now, you want to take this tower, right? You want to take this tower. What you need to ensure is they don't have a ward. Come on, man. Free camera. They don't have a ward over here. Somewhere over here. Because if they do, then they're going to take a very successful fight. Which they do, actually. They have a ward right over here. They have a ward
Mm-hmm.
here. We can see in the mini map. So
Yeah.
that's the ward that you want to catch out. This is probably a ward that you're not going to catch out because you're going to expect them. Well, what you want to do is somebody's taking this tower. What you want to do is stand like over here, around here, and have a ward, have some vision like in this general area, right? If you do
Mm-hmm.
that and they don't have vision of you, you're gonna have a decent team fight. Come on, can I see this ward? I just want to see this ward. I Is it just me, or
No, in the minimap I can see it, but
I can see it as well? Where is it? It's here.
ah,
Now it's available, visible. Yeah. So this was a very awkward, strange ward. You would never have gotten that ward. It's
mm,
it's the support mains who can place these funky wards. It's very decent, very good ward. Wouldn't have gotten rewarded. Um, and it gives them the right information, all the right information. Actually, it
yeah,
tells them there are only two people in this lane. So if you bring three people to this lane, we will win the team fight. So this is the sort of award that you want to deward because if you want to take this fight, you need to make sure they don't have vision of it, and they're gonna win this team fight because are they gonna win it? Even if you
I
both
don't know.
die, I almost think that it's worth it for killing that Luna, and neither of you are gonna die. So it's good, very good. Luna made a mistake. Good job. But yeah, you are literally wasting tons and tons of gold. You bought 3,000 gold worth of items in 41 minutes. Were support items. Like
Mm,
no man, no way. You need 90. That's 2,000 gold worth of sentry ward. That could have been your blink tag, or if you go for that could have been your upgraded solar crest
yeah,
easily.
yeah.
So
In some time, I don't know. Late in the game, um, yeah, I thought that we need something against this Legion commander. We
that's
can
200
secure the
gold right there, dude. 200 gold right there that you
yeah.
didn't need to use. So the problem here is you're playing a support hero. When you
Mm,
play support, you're automatically dependent on your cores, right? On your carries and your cores and your mid laner, right?
mm,
So your fate is tied onto theirs, right? So you're doing your best to support them, but if they fail, you lose, right?
mm,
What you need to do is sort of prepare for that failure, and what you need to do is sort of have items to have an impact, even if your cores are doing a bad job. For example, if you've got a lion, right, you get a blink dagger. Okay, now you're sort of less dependent on your cores because you see a good target, you can go and solo kill him. Can
mm.
you kill somebody solo with Ogre?
No.
No, you can't. So
Oh,
you need to start picking heroes who can actually have a really big impact as far as damage is concerned. Damage. Look at this damage. You've got 3,000 damage.
yeah.
3,000 damage. That's it. Look at the enemy. This guy, he's got more than double damage. Double, actually, it's double, just exactly double.
Yeah.
He's got double the damage. Of course, this guy has a lot less, but I would say the same thing to him. But it is a
Mm.
CM. Actually, that's not an excuse. I played CM the other day. I had a lot of damage. Well, it's not really fair because my CM. This is the retarded game. My CM was. Hey, where's my CM game? What? I'm sure I played CM. Where's CM?
Left
There
in the
we
left.
go. Yeah, I've got horrible stats with CM. Yeah, but it's not really fair because look at these items.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
So this is what I mean. Like this is what your support should have the capability of getting into.
Uh,
Going to. Um,
this this is another question I have. The
hey,
hand of
hey,
Midas.
check this out. Check this out. You know this dazzle?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh.
This
What?
is a support dazzle.
Support dazzle.
Yeah, you know this ogre? Check this ogre out. Check it out. So yeah, shit happens. Man. It's like it's a Naga game. What are you gonna do? It's a
Yeah,
Naga
okay,
game.
okay.
It's like 2 hour long, 1 hour long game. At
Yeah.
high level, people will get farmed eventually.
Hmm.
Anyway,
But
um,
um, I've I don't know. I rarely, or I
yeah,
should
go
say,
ahead.
I nearly never build any Midases. Should I do this? I'm
No, no,
not
no,
really
no, no, no,
sure.
no. No, you shouldn't.
Um,
You shouldn't. That was a very
okay.
unique game because it was against a Naga, right?
Okay.
So there were like 9 Midases in the game or something like that. I think everybody in our team had a Midas. So it's a unique game. It's
Mhm.
don't worry about Midases. That's fine that you don't make Midases. My only
Yeah, but
concern is
in my bracket, I see a lot of Midases also on supports, but yeah, this makes me wondering. So I don't know.
yeah, nobody in this game has it though,
Okay,
so it's
this
it's
game,
okay.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Um, No, don't need to make Midas. It pushes your game timing a lot. If you pick the right heroes, for instance, going back to Lion, if you pick
Mm-hmm.
the right heroes, you're gonna get more gold if you make plays happen than you will get from Midas, right?
Yeah.
Also, you don't need a Midas when you get 60 damage at 10 level 10. You
Oh,
you will.
okay.
You,
I
you,
always go for the respawn time.
Oh my god, dude, what are you doing? As I said, you're playing support at too high a level. Do you
Yeah,
watch a lot of pro games?
yeah, yeah. They
Yeah, you need to
don't
stop
they?
watching pro games, or at least stop learning from them. You cannot apply the same logic that pro players do in their games to your game because the skill level is just so exponentially huge, right? Um, that's not the right sentence. Exponentially huge. This makes no sense. But point
Yeah,
is that you need to think about okay, in a high level game, it's better to go for the respawn time, right? But in a lower level game, your cores aren't doing the damage you need to, and also your last hitting with Lion probably sucks, right? As a support
yeah.
player,
I
so
would agree.
you will get more from the 60 damage on Lion than you will from Midas, honestly. Midas will
Uh,
give you 190 gold, right? You will get if you go and kill 3 creeps, that's 190 gold. And you can do that more than once every 1.5 minutes, right? Uh,
yeah, but I can do this with my yeah with a well placed Earth spike. Um, Not that I do this well, but yeah, I can get 3 creeps with Earth spike, and mm, if for in those I'm often quite under leveled. So
if you go and use your Earth
on the
Spike, then you have to suck somebody's mana, and then you have to put yourself in danger, and then your Earth Spike might be on cooldown, or you might be out of mana, and then you might have to suddenly TP somewhere, and you realize your Earth Spike is on cooldown, or you don't have mana, etc., etc.
yeah,
You know?
but when the time hits, when I get level 10,
Yeah,
then yeah, then I respawn nearly instantly if we are losing a team fight or something. Like if I die in a team fight, and
I
I can
understand. I
immediately TP
Yeah,
to the team fight.
okay, I agree with you on that one. What are you going to do after your TP? Your cores are all dead because they don't do any damage, and you don't do any damage, and you're not going to do anything either.
Okay.
So it's all of these things that you have to consider in a high level game. Yes,
Mm.
the lion comes back immediately. It is broken, right? That is broken shit right there. In a low level game, I can guarantee you're actually going to be the last one to die. Your carry is going to be the first one to die. What are you going to do if you come back alive? Nothing. It's useless. It is literally useless. Actually, if your carry is there tanking for you, maybe with their 60 plus damage, you can stand from the back lines, you can do damage to the enemy heroes. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
so these are all the things that you have to consider, like what is happening in my games. You have to sort of play accordingly. You have to figure
Mm.
out how many people are actually buying wards in my games. How many wards are there in my games? I think this is a very very unique game where you've got this guy who's support main, and this guy's also support main. I'm pretty sure. This is like if this is common in your games, I'm buying a new account, 2K account. That's it. This is ridiculous. This is you. So let's look at this guy. He is, dude. What is happening?
This wasn't the teammate, I think. I guess.
No, this was the enemy teammate, enemy team.
Yeah,
I guess
but,
this is not
but
a
this was a group of 4, I think.
group
Oh,
of
no.
5
Oh,
actually.
oh, group of 5. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we were a group of 4. Yeah, in groups of 5, there are a lot of. I think it depends on
What?
that you play party.
The guy spent 5,000 gold on 30 cent. It's a 1 hour game. That makes a little bit more sense. Suppose. I love your account, dude. This is so weird. So you're basically being out supported by the enemy super supports. Yeah, this is what you normally expect to see in a like normal like. I play a lot of support. Let's go to your guy. Okay, yeah, you play a lot of support. That's okay. That makes sense. You know, but then
Really.
you've got like, yeah, this is kind of normal. Like I play sometimes. I play support. Yeah, that's normal. That's a lot of support. I think that's a lot of
Okay.
support. So I don't know what to say. This your account is really throwing me off. It's a very unique bracket you're in. I think. Plus, I think also because you play so much party games,
Mm.
right? Let's look at their MMRs if you can. Uh, yeah, because you don't actually have you don't play solo ranked games, right? So it's hard to assess where we are right now
Yeah.
because you say your party MMR is 2.7k, but um, maybe because you're playing so many unranked games, maybe this is actually mine. No, this is yours. No, this is mine. Maybe your unranked party MMR is really high. Let's have a quick look at the average. The average of this. Wow, 4.3k average.
Ooh,
Actually, that's not fair because this is the only guy who's showing. Nobody else is showing. So
okay.
it
Yeah.
automatically takes this guy's MMR. Let's see. This guy is at 3.4k. This guy is at 4.3k. This guy is 3.8k. 3K, 2.3K. Yeah, I think you are at about 3.1K average, 3.1, 3.2K average game. So it's very strange for me to see in a 3.1K. I've coached about 400 people so
Mm.
far, and I can tell you this is the most unique situation I've seen that people are actually playing so much support. In fact, you play so much support. This is like exclusive support player as well. So this is like really strange for me to be seeing something like this. So it's quite 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 a unique situation. At the same time, I think you are over supporting. You're definitely over supporting because if you look at all these other people in your enemy team who are playing support, they are always getting these items. They're always managing to get like this guy's got his crucial item, Blink Dagger. He's also
Mm.
got
Mm.
a Glimmer Cape, right? So in the enemy team in this game, for instance, this Rust is gonna have a blink. No, he doesn't have a blink. He does have an earn though. I don't know. This is pretty weak. I guess he died 15 times, so you can't really. This is probably mid guy. But this guy was also playing support, so he managed to get like a lot of items as well. In
Mm.
this game, you have the Lich. He has a force. Look at this guy. He's pretty rich. And this
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, look, they are also playing support mains, but they're getting much richer than you are, right? Well, this
Mm.
is not a support main, but let's see how many wards and sentries. Like he did spend 2,000 gold. Like compare this, right? You got twice as much gold spent on support item, like 32 sentries, right?
Mm. Mm.
So it's like you have to not do that. You have to not do that. Even though there's another support player in the game, um, you end up buying all the wards. That's not on. That's really not good.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. So I
let's
guess
yeah.
I should have taken the gold per minute perk for Ogre Magi in this
For
game.
Ogre Magi, let me see what the other what how do you,
In this game, um, yes,
Um,
cast range.
no, I would always get cast range. Almost always,
Okay.
I would guess get cast range, just because ogre suffers a lot from cast range. In fact,
Yeah.
one of the first items I would make on ogre is the Aether Lens, because okay, you don't actually need a blink dagger if you have Aether Lens. It's
Hmm.
ridiculous how like far you can use your abilities from if you are like if you've got a Aether Lens. Like yeah, it's pretty much the first item I will make pretty much always. This is,
Yeah.
I think, gonna be a unique game. This one. No, it's not. There is a very unique game here, very recently as well. Probably not this one. Or maybe it is this one. Yeah, I guess this is this one. This is pretty rich ogre. Actually,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I think I am richer than our carry.
Okay. Oh God.
So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes your carries are idiots, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
That
Of
happens.
course.
All right, man. Where are we?